All right, hello people watching this video. We are on day 2 of Skittles project. You should have the front part, including this bottom, done already. This is the part that you had to fill out yesterday. We did this part together, okay? Now we're going to work on the back side. We're going to try to get all 3 of these pages done today. They're not real hard. We'll do some of it together, but here's this. And Skittles data. This is chapter 6 stuff. Is what the second page is going to be. This is all chapter 6 stuff. So if you have a yellow sheet that has formulas on it, this is going to be chapter 6 stuff. This stuff that you are going to take a test on soon is the whole second page. This is chapter 7, and then chapter 7 is also this one, okay? So let's talk about the chapter 6 stuff first. Is filling in a bell curve. We're talking about purple, and we're talking about for the mean number for one bag, okay? So go to your data sheet that has this stuff on it. What is the average number of purple Skittles per one bag?
9.33.
9.33. Do you see this number right here? That's the average purple Skittles per bag, 9.33. That is the least amount, right? Purple was like the least frequent one that we had, 9.33. That is my X bar. I'm going to label him right here. And you see a bell curve off to the right side. He's going to go in there somewhere.
The middle.
In the middle. Do you need me? No? Are you just here? Oh, you're waiting for her. Okay. Standard deviation for purple. What's that?
4.42.
4.42. That was a kind of a high standard deviation. Because purple was all over the place. We had some people with few, some people with like a ton. Is it, was it Jake's fault? Is he 2 on purple? Yeah. That's what screwed up your standard deviation. So the fact that he only had 2 made it so that like my standard deviation was weird. So Jake's screwing everything up. All right, what do I do with 4.42? Add, subtract, subtract, subtract.
1375, 1817, 2259. I don't have this much.
And what, 22 what?
59.
Okay. Okay.
4.91. 0.490.
And then everything after that is negative something. I'm just going to go
I said 0.
0. Yeah. So we would go in the negatives if we would subtract it again, but I'm just going to go like that, okay? This is the -1, this is -2, this is -3, okay? What do these numbers mean right here? Like -1, -2, -3, those numbers? Those are the z-score. Do you remember doing z-score? Okay, z-score. If it's not a number that's up there, like if I want to know, like let's say 15, 15 would fall right here. He would have a z-score of 1 point something, right? If I'm looking at like 15 in particular, okay? 15 on the nose. He would be between, he would have a z-score between 1 and 2, agreed? How do you find the z-score exactly? There's a formula.
A big formula.
No, it's not big.
X minus X bar over standard deviation.
Yep, x minus x bar over standard deviation, where x is your number. So x would be like your 15, x bar and standard deviation are the 2 numbers that we just wrote down, okay? So that's how I would find the z-score of any of these, which I'm guessing you're going to have to do here in a second. Use the information to label the bell curve. We did that. Use the empirical rule, okay? Empirical rule says that 68%, 95%, and 99%, okay, live within those respective standard deviations, okay? So 68% would be like between -1 and +1. Does that make sense on the standard deviation scale? So number 3, what would this number and this number be?
4.91 and 1375.
Do you guys see where we're getting these numbers from?
Nope. Is that a percent?
Okay. So 68%, this is the rule says that like 68% of the data lives here, right? This guy, not necessarily. 95% lives here, and then 99.7 lives here, right? So you're just listing those ranges, right? So 68% of all bags of Skittles should have between 4.91 and 13.75 purple Skittles. 68%. That's the majority of bags should have between this and this. Now, did all of our bags have at least 4.91 or under 13.75 purple Skittles? No, because Jake was down here with 2. Anybody under 4.91? Anybody else under 4.91 besides Jake? Okay. What?
Taylor.
What did you guys have?
Didn't you have a 1?
Tay had 2.
That's me.
Tay had 4 and Clayton had 4. Okay. So these guys had 4, so they are underneath of this. So there's 3 people under. Is there anybody over 13.75? Anybody had 14, 15, 16 purple Skittles?
Sarah,
Yes.
Rachel,
Sarah,
Rachel.
Ray.
Sarah, Rachel, who else?
Cray.
Cray. Okay. How much did they have?
16, 16, and 14.
16, 16, 14. So in our class, we had 6 people out of like 14. So 8 out of 14 were within this range. 6 out of 14 were not, right? Okay, 8 out of 14 is still the majority. Okay, they're saying about 68%. 8 out of 14 is going to be a little bit, probably less than 68%, but right around 68%. Okay, not everybody lives in that range. All right, what percent of the Skittles packs in our class were within this range? We just kind of did that. 1 standard deviation from the mean. How many people were within the range?
8.
8 out of 14, which is what percent?
A little over 50.
A little over 50. What is it?
57.4.
Okay, 57.14. So they estimate 68%. Our class was a little bit different than that. It was 57.14%. Okay. All right. Can you do 95, 97, 9 by yourself?
No. Yeah.
Because otherwise my computer's going to die. I have a low bat.
No, I can't.
Okay. You want time to do those?
Can't either,
Huh. My battery's going to die.
but... Oh, that's okay.
Okay.
So
95, 99, 7 is just those ranges.
I just don't know what the
100
that's fine.
and 100.
Is it 100?
What's
Well,
the percent?
0 and 18. No one had more than 18.
Okay.
So 100.
So for our class, it was 100 and 100. Okay.
And then 0 and 22. No one had more. So 100 again.
Michael has terrible handwriting.
All right.
Wow.
Good.
Huh?
Let's hop down to number 6. If you're still wrapping that up, this is the formula for z-score that we just put down on the top. Approximately what percent of Skittles packs contain less than 12? Okay, so we're going to talk about 12 purple Skittles. 12 purple Skittles has a z-score of a little less than 1. 12 would be right here, right? So 0 point something, right, baby? 0.75 or something like that. Okay, we want to find less than 12 purple Skittles. So I need to calculate exactly the z-score for 12.
Is it 11.9?
9.89.
So 12 minus 9.33 over the 4 point, whatever it was. What was the standard deviation? 4.42. Okay, this is the formula that we're going to use. And Sarah's got it. Z-score for 12 is 0 point what?
Oh, I got 9.89.
I got 4.4. Oh, that's because I did it wrong. Divide by.
Oh,
You-
I know what I did. I didn't use parentheses.
Ah, yes.
604.
0.604. Okay, so we're going to go 0.60 because we're going to now look that up on the chart. Okay,
What?
on the chart. Are we on the positive side or the negative side?
Positive.
Positive side. Okay, so on the positive chart, you're going to look up a z-score. You're looking up the side ones, right, on the positive chart. 0.60. What percent is
72.57.
0.60 z-score is there? It should be more than 50%, right? What'd you say?
72.57.
72.57% of packages are going to have less than 12 purple Skittles.
Dang.
About 72% are going to have less than 12 purple Skittles. Is this making sense in your brain? Like how this works? Okay. What percent contain more than 12 purple Skittles?
Subtract that from 100.
Subtract that from 100.
27.4.
27.43. Clayton did that in his head, though. Check it.
It's right.
Very good. Okay.
Told ya.
Look at you
Never
go.
done it
Awesome. Okay. All right. You can do 8 and 9 by yourself.
Every day in accounting.
You can do 8 and 9 by yourself. Let's do 10 together, and we'll do 12 together. Okay?
10, 11, 12.
10 together, 12 together. They want between 9 and 14 purple Skittles, okay? So we need to find the z-score for 9. So 9 minus 9.33 over the standard deviation. I forget it again, 4.42. Okay? What is that z-score? And then what's the z-score for 14? We need those z-scores.
The first one is 0.5279.
0 point, is it negative
No.
for 9?
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, I looked on the wrong side then.
Oh, wait. Did you look it up on the chart already? What's a z value, like when you put it in your calculator?
Oh, negative 0.075.
0.075, so 0.08, right?
Negative.
-0.08. Okay, that's about right. 9 is really close to 9.3. 14 will be at a positive something. 0 point something. No, it'll be a 1 point something. I don't know. Yeah. 14. Yeah, 14 will be 1 point something.
1.05.
1 point.
1.06.
1.06. Okay, so when we're doing 9 and 14, here's where 0 lives. -0.8 will be here and 1.06 will be here. I'm looking for the percent that's between those two. Okay, so how do we do that when we're looking between? Yeah, so we're going to look up the 1. If we look up -0.08, 0.4681, that means 46% are below -0.08, which should be right. Like it's less than half. This one should be a little bit more than half, or 75% or something. 1.06 on the positive side is how many? What?
8554.
0.8554. Okay. All right. Then subtract those to figure out what percent is in between them. Like 39% or something like that. 38.73%.
3.
Okay, so 38.73% of all packages of Skittles will have between 9 and 14-ish purple Skittles, right? That's how that works, okay? All right, you can do number 11 because it's the same. Number 12, my battery might die, so here's what we're going to do. We'll do number 12 here, but I'm going to have you guys do the backside together or on your own. This one is proportion. This one is mean, and this one is standard deviation. You are calculating the confidence interval for each one, like what we just did in chapter 7. So if my battery dies, you people who are watching this video, there you go. You're finding the confidence interval. Some of them you get to choose what color you use, okay? You can choose a different color each time. I don't care. But proportion, mean, standard deviation, that's how that works. Got it? You're doing the error and you're adding and subtracting it for proportion, mean, all that good stuff, okay? So that's going to be the part that you're going to do on your own. We'll do some of them together, but if my battery dies, there you go, okay? All right, let's do number 12. How many purple Skittles are in a bag that is in the 95th percentile? Okay, now they're giving us stuff backwards. What does 95th percentile mean?
9 on this chart, we go to the 9.
No, kind of.
Yes,
Maybe.
Yes, you do. You work backwards.
Yes, right. But what does it mean to be in the 95th percentile?
That means 95% of people are below you.
That means 95% of people are below you. So if here's 0 for a z-score, you're going to be like all the way over here, right? 95% of people are below you. So that is 0.9500. We're looking at that up in the chart backwards. There's actually a star for that down in the corner, and it's a one that we've used a lot, right? Is it 1.96? 1.96. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's like the 95% confidence interval number, right? 1.96. Okay, so now we want to know how many Skittles that is, right? So if the z-score gives me, like the formula for z-score is x minus x bar over the standard deviation, and I know that this number is 1.96, what are you solving for?
Wait, isn't the z-score 1.645?
For 95?
Yeah.